Howdy mates. Here's my second video log for today. I'm out visiting the John Bryan State Park, which is right next to Clifton Gorge State Nature Preserve. And for those of you who have followed my content ever since the beginning, I mean, even prior to me creating my page, Dirty on a Journey, when it was just back to my personal account, this is where I did my very first video log just a little over a year ago when I was just starting out. When I was pretty much an amateur, and now I'm starting to build my way up on the totem pole. So, yeah, I want to point out the rock strata that you can see here. Okay? Give me a second. Need to find a good spot to stand. Okay. So as it turns out, when I did my very first video log here, it turned out that I had some of the rock strata wrong. So we're going to try to make it more accurate, as it were. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. So as you can see, this very top chunk, or even up here, very top chunk of this rock, as you can see, is your Cedarville Dolomite, which is very resistant to erosion. But then, as you get a little deeper, so like you figure around here and where that recess is, up there, that's where you get into your Springfield and your Euphemia Dolomite, which is very erosive. And then, I don't know if we can really see it here in particular. I believe it could be some of this down here. This goes down into your Osgood Shale, which is also erosive as well. So due to those rocks being more erosive, that's why all these slump blocks, these are all Cedarville Dolomite that basically fell because there was no proper foundation to support the weight. So all they could do was succumb to gravity. But one thing that I wanted to point out about this particular spot or outcrop at the John Bryan State Park is, give me a moment, it's a little tricky. Whoa. I literally almost fell. That would have been interesting. So the rock that I'm actually standing on now, normally you would really not be able to see any of this. So this goes into the Brassfield Limestone. Brassfield Limestone, I believe, comes from the Ordovician period. So you're talking anywhere between 490 to 450 million years ago. So that was even before the Silurian period on the geologic time scale. But typically, Brassfield limestone, you can tell it has some terraces along the rock. And it also, on some maps, it kind of has like a wave-like pattern. So that's why this particular area at the John Bryan State Park is very unique. Because you essentially get to see millions of years of strata. And Brassfield limestone is hard to find. Yep, there it is. That's your Brassfield limestone right there. So cool, man. So, alrighty. Thought I would share that with you guys. Hope you learned something about the rock strata. It's just funny. This is where I did my very first video. and yet now it's my latest. So, okay. I mean, I've been out here many times, so of course I'll say, yes, I recommend it highly if you have a chance. So, all right. Hope all of you enjoy your Saturday, and Journey on a Journey is out. Take care, folks.